The difference between this and this is just a few simple Google Sheets design rules that anyone can follow. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what those are. To start, the first rule is actually pretty simple, but it makes a world of difference. Simply put, it's turning off the grid lines. And you can do this by going to View, Show, and uncheck grid lines. The grid lines are helpful whenever you're building your spreadsheet from scratch, but once you've established the structure of your build, you don't need them anymore. They only clutter the space, so turn them off. Next, Rule 2 is all about space, specifically vertical space. One of the first things that I do every spreadsheet build is to select all the rows, right-click, and resize them to size 30, which is larger than their default size. I also change the vertical alignment to middle as well. This makes the whole spreadsheet feel less crowded, and even gives me space to increase the font size to make things easier to read. Legibility is important, so don't be afraid to give yourself some extra vertical space. Now, the next rule makes your spreadsheet much easier on the eyes, and an intentional use of color. For example, I'd start by adding in a light background to the whole sheet. Then I'd remove the background color for the spaces that I want to work with. Then I'd add intentional color to any of the heading cells. And finally, for the borders, I find it's best to use a darker border on the outskirts and a lighter border on the inside of big tables. Now, I'm not saying that you need to use all of the same colors that I use. No, not at all. I'm saying that a light background helps you focus on the main parts of your spreadsheet. Color should be used intentionally to help identify parts of your spreadsheet or give meaning to specific things. And finally, when it comes to borders, use them just enough to make the structure easy to see, but keep them light enough to where you can reduce the visual clutter. For instance, you can see that I used a very light inner border here because that's really all you need to make the inner structure visible. So I guess you could say that Rule 3 is made up of 3 mini rules, but there you have it. Regardless, that brings us to rule number 4, and again, it has to do with color. Looking at this spreadsheet, some of these numbers are hard-coded or typed in manually. Others are calculated with a formula. Rule number 4 is to differentiate the calculated numbers from the rest by changing their text color. So in this case, I'd make the spent numbers red, the remaining numbers green, and the left to budget number blue. And knowing that I've followed Rule 4, I can tell at a glance which numbers are calculated with formulas and which are not. And if I give this spreadsheet to someone else, I can simply tell them, don't change any of the numbers with color, those are calculated automatically. Now, I'd like to say that if you master these 4 rules, every spreadsheet you make from here on out is going to be a masterpiece. Of course, these will help you get there, but they're not the whole story. The good news is, I'd still really love to help you get there, and I have a lot more to offer you inside of my Google Sheets community, which I've linked below this video. So be sure to check that out, or just subscribe for more if you want to follow me on YouTube for now. Either way, thanks for watching, and I will see you again soon.